Namaste, and let's get started with today's flow. Start standing with your feet together to touch, and then keep your hands on your hips. And then slowly just arrive in this moment on your mat. Feel the earth beneath your feet, and slowly take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. Now release your hands down and open your hands to the front of your space, opening your palms to find mountain pose or Tadasana. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Now gently come to a seated position, cross-legged. Any leg can be in front. Find a straight spine, roll your shoulders up and down, and then reverse the direction. And let's find some stillness. We're going to begin with a few rounds of 7-second breaths. So breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. One more time. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Bring your hands to your heart, and in this moment, see if you can set an intention for your practice. Maybe just finding some balance, stretching your muscles, finding that mind-body connection. Whatever it is that you're seeking from this practice today, let's commit to it and acknowledge our complete presence on the mat with every pose and every breath. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. Now you're just going to bring your feet together to touch for opening up into butterfly pose. Just a gentle opener for your inner thighs, and see if you can bring your knees up and down, pulse them up and down, and release your shoulders away from your ears as you find this deliberate straight spine. You can keep your gaze to a point in front of you and see that you're finding that deep stretch in your inner thighs. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, maybe you want to pull your heels a little closer to the center of your body. Grab a hold of your feet and see if you can tilt your head forward and down. You don't have to go all the way. Just relax, round your spine, and as you breathe in, lift your chest up. Breathe out, maybe you want to go a little deeper this time. Breathe in, lift your chest up. Breathe out and release. Beautiful. And gently rise up again. And we're going to start with bringing our left leg out and our right foot inside of our left long leg. Flex your left foot and then see if you can reach your fingers to your toes. If they don't reach there, that's not a problem. Just keep your palm on your shin and release your right hand up as you look up towards the ceiling with your hand above your head. If you want to go a little deeper, maybe you want to reach your fingers to your toes or grab a hold of your big toe with your index and middle finger to find a yogi tola as you stretch in Janani. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. And then slowly bring your right palm behind you, and we're going to open our hip and chest up towards the ceiling, planting our left foot down, releasing our left arm above our head to find this deep opening and stretch on the entire left side of our body. Slowly bring your hips down, and we're going to flow through these two poses a couple of times. So bend towards your left leg as you find Janani. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring your right palm behind you as you release your left arm up to find this beautiful stretch on the left side. One more time, Janu Shirsasana. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your right palm behind you and lift your hips up. Beautiful. Now slowly release your hips down, and you're just going to bring your feet together to touch again, just to find that center. And lift your chest up. Breathe in. One more time. Breathe out. Round your spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Let's release our right foot to the right this time, bringing our left foot inside of our right leg. Make sure that your weight is balanced on both your sits bones, and then you're going to try to reach your fingers to your right toes, and if they don't quite touch them, that's fine. Just bring your hand on your shin. Release your left arm above your head as you find Janu Shirsasana. Maybe grab a hold of your big toe, releasing your left hand above your head. And you want to reach up with your gaze so that your chest is opening up a little bit towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're going to bring your left palm behind you and release your right hand above your head as you balance on your left knee and your right foot. Feel this deep opening on the right side. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring your hips down. One more time. Grab a hold of your shin or your toe. Come back to Janu Shirsasana, releasing your left hand above your head. Breathe in, and then slowly bring your left palm down, right hand up, as you open your hips up towards the ceiling. And then gently release your hips down. One more time. Grab a hold of your big toe, Janu Shirsasana, and then left hand comes down. Lift your right hand up. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring your hips down. Beautiful. Finding that center again. Bring your bring your feet together to touch. Release your knees out wide for butterfly pose. Breathe in, lift your chest up. Breathe out. You want to bring your elbows close to your body, and then release your head down. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. We're going to rise up again. Close your knees like a book. And we're just going to windshield wiper our knees from left to right. Releasing one hip at a time on the mat, just to find that opening on the other hip. Beautiful. Gentle movements, mindful movements. Stay with the mind-body connection as we move on to our hands and knees to find tabletop position. Make sure that your wrists are in line with your shoulders and your knees are in line with your hips. As you find this tabletop position, keep your gaze between your thumbs. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Now drop your belly button down, look up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, round your spine, chin in towards your chest. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, flowing between cat and cow poses. Breathe in, cow pose, breathe out, cat pose. Beautiful. We're just going to circle our hips in one direction. And then maybe you want to take a pause and then circle it in the opposite direction. Really nice. And then come back to the center. Bring your palms slightly forward, keeping that generous distance between the fingers. Tuck your toes, lift your knees up, and then just hover for a second. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, send your hips up towards the ceiling as you move your heels towards the mat. They don't have to touch. You can just have them floating, or if you feel like you want to make some adjustments in downward facing dog, that brings you the most comfort and stretch, feel free to do so. Maybe you want to bring your toes closer to your palms. Wherever you are, after a few moments of adjustments, find some stillness in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Maybe you want to close your eyes or keep your gaze in between your big toes to the back of your space. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Now slowly come onto the balls of your feet and then drop your knees down as you find cow pose again, lifting your head up towards the ceiling, and then cat pose, rounding your spine. Breathe in, cow pose. Breathe out, and this time again lift your knees and hips up to find downward facing dog. Really nice. Now just gonna gently lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Breathe in. Bend your knee and then slowly bring your knee and foot outside of your right palm. Land your left knee down and then look up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. You can be on your fingertips, and then as you breathe out, straighten your right leg and point your right toes towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Look up. Maybe your palms are now flat on the mat. Breathe out, straighten your right leg, come onto your heel as you find runner's lunge. Breathe in, low lunge. Breathe out, runner's lunge. And then come forward again to that wide low lunge. And then you want to try and bring your palm on top of your right knee as you push your knee out towards your right side. And see if you can bring your shoulder away from your ear to find this opening in your right inner thigh and your right hip. Go as deep or as comfortable as it is for you. Breathe in, breathe out, and then slowly bring your knee back towards the center. Bring your right palm inside of your right foot. Tuck your back toes, which is come onto the ball of your left foot. Lift your left knee off the mat. And we're going to try and come to a wide-legged forward fold towards the long edge of the mat. So see if you can face both your feet to the long edge. Breathe in, lift your chest up. Breathe out, fold over your legs. Breathe in, lift your chest up. Breathe out, fold over your legs. Beautiful. Now as you breathe in, you're going to bring your feet slightly closer to each other and then rise up. Breathe in, bring your hands above your head, hands to heart, and we're going to sink into our hips and bring our heels so they face each other and our toes are pointing outward as we find goddess pose. So see if you can really sink in deep into your hips. Maybe you want to rock side to side, anything that feels comfortable for you. And then up and down. And once we have that opening in the pelvic area, you're just going to sink your hips down a little more. Breathe in, rise up, breathe out. You're going to bring your hands wide and find some stillness. And now turn your left toes towards the long edge of the mat, right toes out towards the right. Bend your right knee, open your arms to find warrior two. In warrior two, you want to keep your shoulders away from your ears, your gaze to a point in just ahead of your right fingers, and then hold. Breathe in, breathe out. Now as you breathe in, lift your hands up, straighten your front leg, flying warrior. Breathe out, warrior two. One more time, breathe in, flying warrior. Breathe out, warrior two. Breathe in, flying warrior, and this time keep your right leg straight and just bring your hands to a T shape. Move your torso to the front all the way, and then drop your right palm down on top of your right shin or ankle and lift your left hand up to find triangle pose or trikonasana. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're going to circle your left arm forward and down as you frame your right foot with both palms coming onto the ball of your left foot. And then slowly with control, breathe in, look up, breathe out, bring your right foot back to meet your left to find downward facing dog. Beautiful. You're just going to drop your knees down as wide as the mat. Let your big toes touch and set your seat back. Find child's pose. Take this moment to connect with your body and mind. Take note of how you feel right now. Let your entire body relax on the mat. Just let go of any tendency to control any muscle right now. Breathe in, breathe out, and release. Beautiful. Now slowly lift your chest up, looking between your palms, and then coming back to your palms, hands and knees, tabletop position. Beautiful. We're going to reset our body with some cat-cow poses again. Drop your belly button down, look up, breathe in. Round your spine, chin in towards your chest. Beautiful. Come back to the center. Bring your palms forward again. Tuck your toes, come onto the balls of your feet. Hover, lift your knees up. Stay there for one breath, breathe in. And as you breathe out, lift your hips up. And maybe you want to bring your heels down to the mat as you find downward facing dog or Adho Mukha Svanasana. Again, choose any variation that feels comfortable for you. Maybe you want to keep your heels high to keep your legs active in downward facing dog, or release your heels down to invite that stretch in the back of your legs. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. We're going to lift our left leg up now. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Bend your knee and bring your foot outside of your left palm. And palms can be down on the mat. Bring your right knee down. Untuck your toes, look up. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, come onto the heel of your left foot. Bringing your palms close to the center of your body, dropping your head down, runner's lunge. One more time. Bring your hands forward, breathe in, look up. Breathe out, come back to runner's lunge. Come forward, breathe in. And breathe out, runner's lunge. Beautiful. You're going to come forward now. And this time bring your left palm on top of your left knee to push it out towards the left side. And then see if you can roll your left shoulder back away from your ear. You can have a slight bend in your right elbow to support you as you look towards the back of your space, opening up your left hip and your left inner thigh. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. We're going to bring that knee assisted back to the center. You're going to come on to the ball of your right foot and then lift your right knee up. Walk your hands over now to the opposite side, to the back of your space, towards the long edge of the mat, and then drop your head down to find this wide-legged forward fold on the opposite side. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Now breathe in, lift your hands up. High prayer. Hands to your heart. And then open up for warrior two with your left leg pointing to the front. Now bend your left knee. Open up your arms. Your right foot is flat on the mat with your right toes pointing towards the back now. And then bring your gaze to a point just ahead of your left fingertips. Sorry that my back is facing you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Now breathe in. Straighten your left leg. Lift your hands up. Flying warrior. Breathe out. Sink your hips down. Bend your left knee. Warrior two. breathe in. Flying warrior. Breathe out. Warrior 2. One more time, breathe in. Flying warrior. Breathe out. Warrior 2. Beautiful. Now you're going to straighten your left leg as you breathe in. Move your torso forward, bring your palm down, lift your other hand up, your right hand up to find Trikonasana or triangle pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring your right arm forward and down. Frame your left foot with both your palms. And then step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, roll forward to a plank pose. Tap your knees down. Untuck your toes. Bend your elbows. And bring your body all the way down, just keeping your hips lifted. Breathe in. Slide into cobra pose. Look up. Breathe out. Child's pose. Your knees can be a little closer this time. Or if you still feel like you need space between your knees, feel free to bring them as wide as the mat as you sink into child's pose again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Give yourself this moment of rest and pause and reconnection with your mind and your breath. Now slowly lift your head up, breathe in. And then come back to your hands and knees. And this time you're just going to sink into your heels with your hips on them. Just like that. Roll your shoulders back. Come find Vajrasana or hero's pose. And we're just going to flow into some movements that are going to help our quadriceps. So as you breathe in, lift your hands up and then lift your legs off your heels and then come back to bring your hands down. I'm going to do this a couple of times. Breathe in, lift your hands up, breathe out, come back. Beautiful. Breathe in, lift your hands up, breathe out, come back. This time we're going to try and keep the lifts a little shorter, not as far out. So we're going to try and do this. Breathe in and just lift your hips up a little bit and then come back down. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Good. Now let's try camel pose. So breathe in and lift your hands up all the way and then bring your hands back wide and down. And then you can just hover and float like this with your head completely looking at the back as much as possible. If you feel like you're ready for a little bit of stretching, you can just bring your hands to your heels and then drop your head back, find camel pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring your hands to your hips and then sink your hips down, finding Vajrasana again. Beautiful. Let's come to the center again. And you're just going to come back to that seated cross-legged position. And we're going to do some gentle twists on each side. So bring your left palm on top of your right knee, bring your right palm on top of your left knee, bring your left palm behind you, open up to the back of your space, be gentle, breathe in, breathe out. Now breathe in, and as you breathe out, maybe you want to open up your shoulder a little more to the back, deepening that twist. Release and come back to the center. Opposite side, bring your left palm on top of your right knee, bring your right palm behind you, open to the back of your space. Feel that stretch on the opposite side now, and if you turn your head a little more towards the back, maybe you feel that stretch in your neck as well. Breathe Breathe in, breathe out, and then release to the center. Really nice. We're going to bring our feet to one side and then again sit in that Vajrasana. And let's just do some more stretches on our knees before we lie on our backs. Come on to your knees. Bring your right foot out to the right. Keeping your foot flat on the mat, lift your hands up. Breathe in and then bring your left palm down as you stretch your right hand up to find this opening on the right side. Somewhat similar to what we did in the start of the practice. And then if you feel comfortable, you can bring your right foot off the mat to find some balance. And then slowly release your right foot down. Come back to the center. Release your hands to your hips. And your knee comes to the center as you sink down into Vajrasana. Opposite side. Come onto your knees again. Bring your left foot out now, flat on the mat. Breathe in. Lift your hands up. Breathe out. Bring your right palm down. Lift your left hand up to find this opening on the opposite side, and maybe you want to lift your left leg up. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring your left leg down. Rise up, hands to your hips, and knee comes to the center. Release now in Vajrasana. Beautiful. We're going to come to our backs. Bring your feet flat on the mat. And then you're just going to lie down on your back. Feel this connection of your back with the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to do bridge pose now. So bring your hands next to your heels and then lift your hips off the mat to find bridge pose. Maybe you want to bring your shoulder blades together. Lifting your hips up. Keep your chin away from your chest. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're going to gently release your hips down. For the second round, you may want to do bridge pose again. Or if you feel comfortable, you can try wheel pose. So continue bridge pose if you're comfortable with that. If you want to do the wheel pose, you want to bring your palms down with your elbows pointing up towards the ceiling. With your feet planted on the mat, breathe in. And as you breathe out, lift your hips up, drop your head back. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly bring your crown first on the mat and then your hips down. Beautiful. Now, windshield wiper your knees from left to right. Gently let them fall over to the left, and then release your hands wide, looking towards your right fingertips. Breathe in, breathe out, and then bring your knees back to the center and over to the other side, and look towards your left. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back to the center. Let your knees touch each other and just bring your hands one on top of each other on top of your stomach. Find some stillness. Take longer, deeper breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Really nice. Now we're just going to release down into Shavasana. If you would like, you can bring your feet together to touch as you find this reclined butterfly pose. Otherwise, keep your legs stretched out and your hands by your side as you sink into the earth. Just release all your muscles down to the mat. Breathe in, your body and reconnect with the intention that you started to practice with. Check in on your mind and your breath. Now slowly inhale, and as you exhale, bring your knees back together to touch. Let these final movements be as slow and mindful as possible. Drop your knees over to one side as you roll over to the same side. Slowly press your palm into the mat on the floor as you rise up to come to a seated cross-legged position. Keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands to your heart. Acknowledge your presence on the mat. Carry this intention that you began the practice with through the rest of your day. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bow your chin towards your chest. Fill your heart with gratitude for everything there is and everything that is to come. Thank yourself for showing up on the mat today. And I thank you for letting me guide you through this practice. Namaste. Please check out my other videos on the channel. I'm offering a lot of different options for different kinds of flows. You can choose the one that works best for your body. Take care and have a nice day.